Hello friends, this is Shravan. This is my YouTube channel Civil Engineering by Shravan. To subscribe my channel, click on subscribe button and click on bell icon for more interesting updates. In this video, I will explain you analysis and designing of 10-floor apartment building by using ETABS software. So I was already done my modeling process and analysis process, designing process by using StatPro software in my previous video. So in this video, I will explain you how to model the 10-story apartment by using ETABS software. So this is my floor plan. It will be consisting of 10-story apartment. Each flat will be consisting of your respected double bedroom hall kitchen portion, and this is the staircases, this is the lift, this is the lift portion, and this is the staircases. Okay, so I will design this respected apartment building by using ETABS software now. So before going to designing of any kind of the structure, initially we need to know the center to center distance between the column. So I was already explained complete details of this respected apartment in my previous video. I will provide you that video in the above card link and below description of this respected video. You can check that respected plan for this apartment structure. Okay, so initially we need to click on the ETABS software. So here I am selecting ETABS software 2016 version. So click on enter option. The software will be open here like this. Initially we need to click on new model option here. So in this we need to select the initialization options. Initially here I am selecting user building settings. So we have to select the units will be in SI system, metric system, and we have to select the IS codal provision designs. So here I am taking the Indian standard system for the steel section design as well as your respected steel property data as per IS 18800. So again I am taking concrete design section as per the Indian standard system. Click on OK option. So after that we have to enter the number of lines in X direction condition and number of lines in Y direction condition. So as per assumption, just I am taking 12 numbers in X direction condition. Again we have to take the number of lines in Y direction condition. Let us take it as 9. Okay. Spacing in X direction randomly, just I am taking it as 3 meter, 3 meter. So after that we have to select the custom grid spacing option. Okay. So here we have to select the edit grid data. So here we have to change the grid dimensions in X direction coordinate as well as Y direction coordinate as per the spacing. So here I am selecting the spacing option initially. So we have to change the grid data ordinates to the spacing. So initially we need to enter the center to center distance between the column in X direction. So which is consisting of approximately of 5.3 here. So again second one will be consisting of approximately of 4.3 here. So here we have to take the 4.3 option. Again next one will be consisting of C to D, which is approximately equal to 1.73 here, and D to E, which is approximately equal to 3.155 option. So again we have to take the E to F options, which is approximately equal to 0.96 here. So after that we have to take the center to center distance between the column for F to G, which is approximately equal to 3.54 here. Again I am taking G to H is 0.96. Again I am taking this respected H to I, which is approximately equal to 3.15. Let us consider. So again I am taking I to J, which is approximately equal to 1.73. Again I am taking next one J to K, which is approximately equal to this respected 4.27. So this is the center to center distance between the column. I was explained already the process of center to center distance between the column in my previous video. You can follow that video. So here I am taking K to L is 5.4. So after that we have to enter the spacing, which is in Y direction condition in the similar way. So here I am taking the spacing for the first one to second one, which is approximately of 4.2. Again I am taking the second to third, which is approximately equal to 3.6. Now I am taking third to fourth, which is approximately equal to this respected value of 4.2. So after that we have to take the remaining section, which is approximately equal to 5 meter. So which is approximately equal to 2.5 here. Again I am taking remaining section also 2.5 for staircases as well as your lift portion. So after that we have to take the sixth one, which is approximately equal to 5 meter. Again I am taking the seventh one, which is approximately equal to 4.2. Let us consider 4.3 randomly. So after that we have to take the last grid, which is approximately equal to 5.4. So here we have to click on OK option. So after that we have to select the number of stories. So as per my assumption, initially I am taking one story here, and each story will be consisting of 3 meter, 3 meter. So click on grid only option here. So after that we have to select the OK option here. So it will load your respected building plan with grid dimensions like this, which is consisting of x direction grids as well as your y direction grids. Okay, so here initially we need to add the beams for this respected section. So before adding the beams, initially we need to select the material properties. Material properties is nothing but the defining the material grade and steel grade. So for that, go to define option here, select the material property. So click on add new material. Now here I am selecting the Indian standard system, which is comes under your concrete grade, and I am selecting the M40 grade concrete. Click on OK. So after that, we have to select the material property as per your grade specifications, which is consisting of compressive strength of 40 MPa. Click on OK. So click on OK. So after that, click on OK option. So in the same way, we have to add the steel section, so which is comes under your Indian standard system, which is having, let us consider it as 600 grade. So initially I will add the FE 345 grade. So after that, we have to modify the property as per the specifications. So here I am taking FE 600 grade. So click on material property modification here. So select. So again we have to select the minimum yield strength, which is equals to 600. Again we have to take the minimum tensile strength also 600. Let us consider. So click on OK option. Click on OK option. Click on OK. So after defining these respected material properties, we need to define the beam size, column size. So initially we need to click on define here. So here we have to select the section properties, frame sections. So initially I will delete all your respected section by multiples option. So select this, just I am selecting the property. So click on delete multiple frames, click on OK. So now here I am adding the property which is related to the concrete section. So here I am giving the name, property name. Let us consider it as 0.5 cross 0.23 is the column size. Now we have to select the material properties, M40 grade. Now we have to take the depth as well as your width of the column. So here I am taking the depth of the column, which is approximately 230, and I am taking the width of this respected column is 500. Okay, so now we have to select the reinforcement data which is related to the column here. Select this. So here we have to select the column data. So here we have to select the longitudinal bars as per the material specifications of 600 grade. So here I am loading the 600 grade for this. Again we have to select the rectangular section. Again I am taking the cover, which is approximately equal to, let us consider it as 50. Now I am taking the 3 direction bars, which is approximately consisting of this respected distance of 3 numbers, but I will change this to 5. Again I will take the along 2 direction are 3. So here I am taking longitudinal bar size is 20 and corner bar size also 20, and confinemental bars are 10 here. Click on OK. So it will change the property for the column like this. So click on OK. Now we have to select this property. So click on delete property here, yes option. Now I am selecting this second property. Now here we have to add one more property, new property. Click on select this. So here we have to give the title of this respective property to beam, which is consisting of 0.23 cross 0.35 value, property name, and material will be of M40 grade. So select this respected data 230. Again this is, let us consider it as 350. So which is related to the beams. We need to modify the reinforcement to the beam section. Modify here. So here I am selecting the beam property data. Again we have to load the FE 600 grade steel. So after that we have to select the FE 600 grade, FE 600 grade. So here I am selecting the cover as 50, 50 for this respected bottom as well as your top. So click on OK option. So after that we have to click on OK button. So click on OK option. Now we have to define the slab thickness. So select the section properties, select the slab thickness. So here I am deleting this plank one as well as your slab one. So before deleting the slab one, initially we need to add the original slab. So select the add property here. So initially I am taking the name as S150 and change the data M40 grade. So here I am selecting the membrane section, which is consisting of the thickness of the slab is 150 mm. Click on OK option. Select the slab one. Click on delete property. Yes button. OK option. So after that we have to assign the properties for this respected building. So initially I will assign the beam sections for this. So for that initially we need to select the data which is related to the beam selection option. So here I am selecting the beam selection cursor, quick draw beams. So after that we have to select the property name here. So here I am selecting it as B. Now we have to assign the beam sections from starting point to ending point here like this. So after that we have to select the second beam section which is related to this respected property here like this. So here I am assigning the beam property So here I was done with assignment of the beam sections for this respected building. So after that we had to assign the column sections for this building section. So initially we need to select the I property for that. So here I am selecting the continuous section which is related to the column. So here I am taking the degree of the angle of the rotation which is equals to 90 here. So click on enter option. So here we have to place the column at the center. So here I am selecting the column at the center. Again I am selecting the column at the center. Now I was applied with all the column sections. So here we have to assign the slab section for this portion now. So click on quick draw options here. Select the deck 1 to S150. So here we have to select this respected top portion for assigning the slab like this. So after that we have to select the bottom portion also for this respected slab section. So after that we have to click on escape option. So now we have to see this respected model in rendering view. So click on respected right mark option here. So click on extrusion option, extrusion frames, extrusion shells, apply to all windows, apply, OK here. So this is the extrusion for this respected portion. So after creating this respected ground story, we need to create remaining 9 stories. So for that, initially we need to click on edit option. So here we have to select the edit story and grid systems here. So here we have to modify the story data. So click on modify option. So now here we have to add the remaining 9 stories. So right click on it, click on add story. So here we have to keep the existing story heights. So here I am selecting keep existing story heights. Number of stories to be required for this respected building is 9 remaining story sections, and which is existed from the above the first story. So click on OK. So it will add your respected remaining 9 stories for this building. So it is loading your respected remaining 9 stories here in the 3D section. You can see this is the 3D section for this building. It is loading. So it will be consisting of your story numbers from base to story 1, story 2, story 3, story 4, story 5, story 6, story 7, story 8, story 9, story 10. So click on OK option, click on OK. So after creating this respected properties, we need to add the load cases for this building. So go to define option, select your respected load patterns here. So it will be consisting of dead load, live load. So initially we need to add the earthquake load which is in X condition and select the type as seismic condition and which is as per the Indian standard system. Click on enter option. So here we have to check the remaining code also whether it is comes under your remaining IS code or not. So click on add property. Again I am adding the earthquake load which is in Y condition, add it. So here I am adding the wind load which is in X condition. So click on select your seismic type to wind load. So select your IS code here. So IS 875 code, click on add property. In the same way we have to add the wind load which is in Y condition, add it. So here initially we need to change the data which is related to the wind load as well as your seismic load as per the considerations. Select the earthquake load X direction, modify lateral load. So here we have to select only the X condition system. So here I am selecting high seismic zone and we have to select the soil parameter. It will be consisting of 1, 2, 3. One is nothing but high soil and medium soil and loose soil. So here I am selecting 2. So click on OK. Again I am selecting Y direction condition. So here also we have to modify the axis to the Y direction. So click on OK. Now I am selecting wind X direction, modify lateral load. Now here we have to enter the basic wind speed. Now I am considering it as 44 as per the assumptions, and we have to select the terrain category as 4 and importance factor is 1. So here we have to select OK option and select wind Y, modify lateral load. This is a 44 value and terrain category will be 4, and you have to select the modify data which is related to the angle. So here we have to change the angle 0 to 90 here. Why? Because X direction is always perpendicular to Y direction. Again I am modifying the data angle which is of 0 here. Click on OK, OK option. So after defining the load cases, we need to apply those respected load cases for this building. So initially I am selecting all the property, go to assign. So here we have to select the assign option, joint point load forces. So click on assign to selected load or existing loads. So here we have to select 1 1 1 1 1 option. So click on apply here. So click on OK. So it will apply your respected self-weight for this building. So after applying the self-weight, we need to calculate the dead load of the individual members by using the dimensions. So here I am calculating the column dead load for this respected member. So it will be consisting of your dimensions of 0.23 cross 0.5. So here I am taking 0.23 cross 0.5 dimensions. We need to multiply this with 25. So it will give the intensity of 2.875. Go to select option, select property, frame sections. So here I am selecting 0.5 cross 0.23, select here, click on OK, assign here frame line load, distributed load. So here we have to select add to existing load, which is having the intensity of 2.875 intensity. Click on apply here, click on OK. So after applying the column dead load, we have to select the beam dead load for this respected member. So 0.23 cross 0.35, multiply this with 25, so it will give the intensity of 2.0125. So go to select here, property, select by property name, frame sections, which is related to the beam section. So click on select option, so click on OK. So after that we have to apply the respected dead load, which is related to the column beams. Go to assign shell area load, frame line load, distributed load. Now here we have to select the respected intensity, which is having the intensity of 2.0125 here, 2.0125. Click on apply here, click on OK. So after that we have to apply the slab dead load here. Go to select option, select here property by slab section. So select S150, select here, close. Go to assign. So here I am selecting shell area load, which is related to the uniform load. Add to existing load, which is comes under your respected dimensions of 0.15 multiplied by your respected 25. So it will give the intensity of 3.75 here. So now I am giving the dimensions distance as 3.75 and gravity direction load, apply OK. So after applying the dead load, we need to apply the live load for this respected building. So for that we have to select the previous section which are related to the slab section. Go to assign. So here we have to select the shell area load, uniform section, which is related to the live loading condition. Again I am taking 3 value, gravity direction, add to existing load, apply OK. So after that we have to apply the earthquake load, which is in X condition. Select all the building, go to assign. So here I am selecting assigning shell area load, uniform section. Again we have to select the earthquake load in X direction condition, add to existing load, and we have to select the direction as X condition, which is having the intensity of 1.5 in X direction. Click on apply, click on OK. So after that we have to apply the remaining Y loading condition also. Go to assign here. So here we have to select shell area load, uniform section, which is related to the earthquake load in Y, and global Y direction here, add to existing loads, apply OK here. Okay. So after that we have to apply the wind load for this respected building. Select all the building, go to assign here. So here we have to select the shell area load, which is comes under your wind pressure coefficient, wind X direction, which is having the coefficient as 0.86. Click on apply, click on OK. So after that again in the same way we have to select all the building, go to assign shell area load, wind pressure coefficient, and wind Y condition. So click on apply, click on OK. So after applying the load cases, we need to apply the load combinations. So go to define option. So here we have to select the load combinations. So here we have to select the design default combinations as for the concrete frame design system. So click on OK option. So it will load your respected combinations for this building like this. So click on OK. So it will add your load combinations. So after adding the load combinations, we need to add the fixed supports at the base. So for that we have to move this respected arrow to the ground story. So here we have to select the 1 story option. Select all the node points at the base. Go to assign option, joint point, restraints, select the fixed supports here. Click on apply, click on OK. So after applying the supports, we need to apply the diaphragm, which is nothing but the center point of the building and load action rate. So go to assign here, joint point, diaphragms, select D1, click on apply, click on OK. So this is the diaphragms for this respected building. It is not showing for the 3D view section. If you want to see this diaphragm for the 3D, so select the right mark. So here we have to select the diaphragm extent, apply to all windows, apply OK. Okay, so after that we have to analyze this respected structure. Go to analyze option, check models whether it is having errors or not. So here I am selecting 3 checks. So click on OK. So here my model is observed with 0 errors. Click on close option. Go to analyze option. So here we have to initially set the load cases to run. So here I am selecting all the load cases. So click on run now option. So it will run the analysis for this respective structure. So before that we have to save the model. So here I am selecting some model name. So click on save option. So it will take some time to analyze this respected building. So after that we will check the shear force diagram as well as your respected bending moment diagram for this structure. So here my model is done with analysis. So here we have to select the start animation option. So it will show you your respected deflection diagram for this respected section due to the presence of the dead loading condition or live loading condition. So if you change the loading cases condition, it will show you your respected deflection also. So here only the respected beam section is deflecting here due to presence of this respected intensity. So here we have to select the display. So here I am selecting the deform shape which is related to the earthquake load which is in X condition. Click on apply. Click on OK. So due to presence of the earthquake load in X condition, the building is deflecting in this respected distance, but it is not collapsing. If the building is collapsed and if the building is having high deflection values, we can go with the earthquake resistant structure designs. But this respective structure is stable as per the considerations of the load cases. So after that we have to check the shear force diagram, bending moment diagram for this respective structure. So here I am selecting display option, detailing option, stretch diagrams. Again I am selecting spandrella forces here. So you can select the bending moment diagram, shear force diagram here. So axial force diagram here, click on apply. So this is the axial force diagram. Torsion diagram, click on apply. So this is the torsion diagram. So this is the shear diagram for this respected plane. Shear 2 click on apply. So this is the shear force diagram. Click on to here, bending. So this is the bending moment diagram. Shear 3 section, click on apply. So this is the shear force diagram 3 bending moment 3 option for this respected structure. Okay. So click on OK. So after analysis process completed, we need to design that respected 10-story apartment building by using ETABS software. So I will explain this respected designing procedure in my next video. Please watch that video also for designing process of 10-story apartment building. If you have any queries about the analysis process and modeling process of 10-story apartment building, please text me your questions in the below comment box. I will give you the answer for that respected questions. Thank you.